Hi, I'm Adam Chaudhry. I'm the president of FundingShield. I'm here today to share a little bit about our wire and title fraud prevention strategies and solutions, as well as our closing agent vetting, verification, and diligence tools that allow you to work with any closing and title agent across the country seamlessly, easily, and with $2 to $10 million of coverage per transaction. First off, I wanted to thank the MBA for hosting the Spring21. We've been a longtime advocate and member of the Mortgage Bankers Association, and a specific thank you to Bob Rokesmith for all that he's done for the overall housing industry, as well as his leadership of the MBA. FundingShield is a fintech and mortgage technology leader in the space of wire and title fraud prevention. We have the largest database, as well as active live source data-based bank of information regarding wire accounts, title agents, closing agents. We also provide risk management solutions to prevent wire and title fraud on every transaction. And we're proud to be able to say that we've done this on over $1 trillion in transactions as of the beginning of 2021. Further, we are a 3-time Housing Wire Tech 100 winner. We're also the only MISMO certified solution for wire and title fraud prevention, MISMO being part of the MBA, of course. And beyond that, we have several integration points, including APIs, POS integrations with LOS systems, as well as secure, dynamic, and easily configurable web-based user interfaces for a whole host of our B2B solutions, specifically for lenders, or B2B2C solutions, where our lenders can share our solutions with their own, in turn, their own clients and borrowers. Closing agent compliance has become a bigger issue because of the level of fraud, both cyber related as well as first party fraud that's out there. So when you think of the cybersecurity threats, the business email compromise, the phishing, the hacking, these parties are looking to get at the funds, the borrower's funds or the lender's funds going to a closing, as well as try to attack the actual title and closing agents. This means you need two-pronged protection. One, you need to make sure you're only working with bona fide, good standing closing agents who will be afforded protections and in turn afford you protections from a title insurer. And two, if there's ever a hack, misuse of funds, or let's say a account takeover event for a bank account of these title agents because they have loose controls or their controls that are great are penetrated by hackers or bad actors, you want to make sure that you're still protected. And these are the solutions we provide to our lenders to be able to allow them to very easily and effectively protect themselves, but also, and more importantly, reduce the time and cost of operations it takes to verify, vet, confirm closing documentation such as CPLs, title commitments, so on and so forth, and get the accurate data needed into the file, closed on every loan. We are a plug-and-play, scalable, cloud-based solution. We are a fintech first and foremost, so our data as well as our technology is proprietary. And our solutions are designed to be scalable and malleable. So we have lenders that are 100 billion plus in annual originations, and we have lenders that are 100 million in annual originations. We also provide solutions in the resi, commercial, hard money, SBA, as well as to direct non-lending driven transactions, so i.e. real estate investor-led transactions as well. We have 3 products and services. I'm going to be focusing on Guardian today, but Guardian is essentially a loan closing certificate. The loan closing certification is an assignable instrument that provides protection to the client, in our case, the lending originating lender, and that protection can be passed on to the investor or the ultimate purchaser of the loan. The basic idea of Guardian is that it provides a comprehensive review of not only the closing agent's ability to close, licensing, good standing, the kind of compliance checks, but it also does a transaction level review to assure accuracy, the accuracy of documentations, good documentation, coverage from title insurers, et cetera, such that FundingShield is able to provide a warranty of up to $2 million on each transaction. Guardian includes what's called our WAVES service, or our wire account verification service. Wire account verification service, much like it sounds, is focused on confirming that funds get to the intended recipient, i.e. when you send a wire out to a title or closing agent, any one of them in the country or escrow company, that the funds are received by that entity and that the entity that holds that account is in fact a licensed and registered good standing entity that is permitted to conduct real estate or mortgage settlements on behalf of your client as well as your institution. We also have vendor management automation tools called Service Provider Compliance, which provide enterprise level, customizable third-party assessment and vendor management screening tools for the enterprise. We also do have one item we want to discuss for a moment, which is our first to market consumer wire fraud prevention tool called C-Waves or Consumer Waves, which is designed to allow lenders to protect their consumers and down payments to make sure that funds get to closing. So just as important as it is to make sure that your proceeds as a lender get to a closing on any loan, in a purchase transaction, it's very important to make sure that the consumer's money gets to the closing venue. And we have a solution that is an awesome, easy, configurable solution. It's codeless, requires zero development, and is configurable to the lender's environment, POS, borrower portal, as the case may be, to very easily interface and communicate with the consumer to make sure they have no interference from third parties who may be trying to steal their money or send them fraudulent emails to move money to illegitimate accounts. Guardian Service. Our Guardian Service is a loan closing certification product that confirms that there's valid title commitments, that parties that are being presented on each closing are in fact licensed in good standing and have the overall authority to provide you the services that they're going to be providing. We also confirm that data in the title insurer systems, the title agent systems, as well as the LOS from the lender perspective line up. Because of this, we're able to get a high level of document accuracy, as well as confirm and provide warranties because we're able to confirm with source data that the actual obligation of the loan is going to be backed by a rated title insurer, or in the case of certain states where escrow entities might be presenting and providing coverage, we'll make sure that there is backing or a sub-escrow is needed to achieve that level of threshold of protection, which may or may not be part of your requirements. So we are malleable, we are feasible, we can customize our SLAs, but we're able to easily work with you on a variable cost model to say for X dollars per loan, we will be able to provide a comprehensive vendor management check, closing agent check, closing document check, and it provides additional warranties of up to $2 million to $10 million per loan, depending on if you're a resi or commercial lender. The typical ROI for a client is over 200%. Because beyond everything I just mentioned from a vendor management perspective, from a funding perspective, we do provide what we call funding controls as well. And the funding controls are designed so that the CFO now and the treasurer and the controller can very comfortably say that there is a process based upon milestones that protects the transaction through the life cycle of the loan. So what this means is that you can very now easily go into Encompass as an example, order our Guardian service, and when we are complete with our review, we will deliver back to you an actual certificate directly through the services menu as an example to provide certification and backing on each closing that you run through our service, as well as have reportable fields and milestones that lock down the funding and the approval of that closing agent specific to that loan, as well as associated documentation required for the closing, such as the CPLs, title commitments, etc. But we took it a step further. Our clients wanted some additional tools to be able to manage pipelines and closing. So we have dashboards. This is a great place where we have been integrating third-party services like remote online notarization and e-closing partners into our process because we sit at that nexus point of everything that comes up to clear to close, approving and making sure that you can now move into that closing environment to make sure those title file orders are committed and executed accurately without any fraud or third-party interference, and make sure that your money is in fact protected, both from a regulatory compliance perspective, as well as from any other number of state banking requirements, as well as from any cybersecurity threats that might be penetrating not just you or your borrower or the real estate agent or the title agent, but any other sort of party that's part of the closing, which is how these threats emerge and how we have to, as a community, come in and protect each closing for ourselves, for the lender, and for the consumer. I'm Adam Chaudhry. You can reach out to FundingShield at sales@fundingshield.com. It would be our honor and pleasure to provide you a demo, and we look forward to connecting with you throughout the conference. Thank you very much. Have a great day and have a great conference.